In this video, I am going to be talking on the topic of information technology and internal control. Firstly, we are going to discuss the use of information technology in internal controls. For many businesses, information technology can be a valuable tool when setting internal controls in two main areas: financial control, operational controls. Financial controls involves information technology being used as a check for the financial data in the organization. This could include ensuring the security of financial data, such as through the use of password and authorization. But it could also allow organization to make sure that financial procedures are followed. For example, many businesses have information technology based sales ledger facilities. The system could be set to prevent staff making sales to customers who have already reached their credit limit. Operational controls where information technology is used as a control on the day-to-day activities of the business. For example, a manufacturing business may have automated systems that check each unit and reject any that are defective.
Next, we will discuss the protection of IT systems and software within businesses. While IT has a role to play in the creation and implementation of internal controls, controls must also be put in place to ensure that an organization IT system are operating correctly and are meeting their objectives. This control falls into two main categories: general controls, application controls. General control review the reliability of the data generated by the IT systems and check that they are operating correctly. Application controls are fully automated and tend to be designed to ensure that data input into the system is complete and accurate. Let us understand the term general control in detail. General control include physical control. These involve controls to avoid unauthorized access to the computer equipments such as security personnel, door locks and card entry systems. They will also include safeguards against possible environmental damage to the computer equipment, such as surge protector in case of lightning strike or other power surge. Hardware and software configuration. These controls are designed to ensure that any new information technology is tested and installed correctly into the system to minimize the risk of errors or damage to the systems. Logical access. These controls are designed to prevent unauthorized access to the organization information systems. This could include password systems. Disaster recovery. This will ensure that the organization will be able to continue operating despite adverse conditions. For example, offsite backup may be kept of all systems. Output controls. These ensure that the outputs from the system are both complete and secure. This could include control over who outputs are distributed to within the organization. Technical support. It is important that all the users of the organization IT system are competent. Training policies and technical support for workers can be a valuable control. Next, we will discuss application control in detail. Application controls will vary from system to system but are often designed to ensure completeness, authorization, identification, validity, forensic checks. Let us understand the concept of application control in practice with the help of an illustration. Imagine an employee in a bank entering a new customer detail onto an information technology system. They will have to input data about the customer's name, address, age, earnings, and existing cash balances. Application control are designed to ensure that this data is input accurately. The system will most likely require the employee to log in using a unique password and ID. This ensures that they are authorized to enter new customer information and also enables the bank to identify the employee if there is a problem in the future. The system may automatically refuse to process the application if one piece of information is missing, such as age. This ensures completeness. The system may also sense check the information being input to ensure that it is valid. For instance, if the customer postcode or telephone number is not in the correct format, the system may refuse to accept the information and will not accept the new customer details.